So, we had a really good night's sleep.
We are growing up without borders, a family of 5 traveling to every country in the world. It all began with a 5-week trip to Europe back in 2013, which then led to us traveling to now 6 continents and 98 countries. We've been blessed to spend many months here in New Zealand and explored everything from the very top to the very bottom. Are you ready to join the journey? Let's go!
Quickly show you the beach, and then we're gonna hit the road and go check out all the different areas here in the West Coast. Here it is. Literally, we were staying in that cute little house right there, and the beach is right here. Wow, check out these waves. Wow. I'm sure in the summer this place is like just really nice to come to. Still nice in the winter, a little nippy though. It's beautiful, eh? Wow. Oh my gosh, and it just goes on and on and on, and then you see the mountain range over there in the distance, how pretty that is. So this whole little area is surrounded by all these mountains. Look, you can see they're snow-capped over there in a distance. Really pretty. So the town is called Hokitika. Let's go see how big it is, what it is. So, in case you guys are wondering and you're here in New Zealand, it's where we are, Hokitika. It's only a 3-hour drive from Christchurch, so it's really central if you're here on the West Coast. It's also known for many of the walks, of course, because we are in New Zealand. Apparently has the most amazing sunsets, which we won't see because we're gonna be heading out. But yeah, let's go show you some of the things. We're starting here at the visitors information. I'm gonna go check out, see if they have any details, and then we're gonna go for a little tour of the city. Here's a good map to show you guys everything. Whoa, we're all the way up there. Hokitika. Look at that. You can also take a short drive to go see the glaciers. So they're not too far away. And these are the 2 glaciers. We didn't see them, but the Fox Glacier and the Franz Josef Glacier here. And inside the book, basically it talks about the show, the Luminaries. It's all about this town. This is the street we actually stayed on. This is what it used to look like back in the 1800s. So, fun facts about this Hokitika. So, they didn't really film the show Luminaries, but the show is based upon this town. So back in 1866, this was the busiest town in all of New Zealand because of the gold rush. And so they had, like, you know, the biggest port, and it was the busiest place basically. Also, that's very well known for jade. So as you can see across the street, right over there, that's a whole huge jade store. Look at that, that's jade stone right there. See when they find it? That's what it looks like. Look at that. Cool, eh? And they found it in the rivers, and so they have a beautiful gorge as well that we're gonna go see, beautiful beachfront. And last thing, their website is coollittletown.com, so it is a cool little town. So let's go see. Let's go see how cool it is. We've got the Railway Hotel. Is there a railway here? Not sure. Whoop. They have a the Possum People store. Crazy. That's obviously where all the clothing and Everything is made out of possums. We're checking out this place called the Gold Nuggets. Look at these. These are all little tiny pieces of gold. So this is like a representation of what it was like when they were mining the whole area.
And then there's this map, and it shows what it all means. And
Shows, well, what this map shows
what
is
they
every
found.
country and where they found it and what type of precious stone it is here. So they explain it all.
And what's cool is if you look here, Australia, they get these kind of rocks. Cambodia, they get that. Sri Lanka, or that's South Africa, Zimbabwe, all the different countries, which is cool. Thailand. It's really interesting. All the precious stones.
So that was interesting. Gold prices, of course, have skyrocketed, right? So, cool story. Coffee time. Got my nice cappuccino. My nice heater. Just warming up before we go out again.
So behind me is the National Kiwi Centre, and there you can see giant eels, kiwi birds, and you basically come and see them and watch them.
We'll just go quickly check it out. I don't think we're gonna go actually in, but let's just go see. Oh, I can hear them. Ooh. They're noisy. I think over in the distance is the highest mountain peak, Mount Cook. Look at this. Oh, wild. Oh, it's so soft too. What? Rabbit fur? It's like what my mom and dad used to have. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's a little something about me that you might not have known. When I grew up just like this. My mom and dad had a store, and in the back of the store, they had basically these old sewing machines like you see behind me, and they used to make sheepskin gloves and slippers and like these hats, kind of like, you know, the Davy Crockett hats. I'm not sure if they made those, but they had those there. And so it always smelled like leather. Oh my, now I've seen it all. They even have what's called a possum belly button warmer. That is the funniest thing in the world. Well, I was wondering about that. With all the sheep that's in this country, they do have sheepskin gloves here as well. Only $20 a pair. 20 New Zealand. That's like what? Like maybe 15 US. Oh, look at, there's some old buildings coming up, girls. What's this? I think this is their oldest building in town.
Building.
It is an
Maybe it was
old...
like the library. No, not the library.
It's not a castle. What is it? Oh, the city, like the
the city
municipal
council.
office.
Oh, that's important.
Always their city council main
It
office.
is?
I think so. Who's this guy?
Foundation.
Richard John Seddon. It's their parliament, Prime Minister of New Zealand. Oh, he was a very important man back in the late 1800s to 1600s. So right now we're gonna go show you the riverbed here. I think it's called the riverbed, but anyway, the riverfront where all the boats would have came in, I'm guessing with all the gold.
Like giant steps. Ow!
Boom!
Oh yeah, look at that.
Boom! Like giants.
Ooh. Ooh. Look at all the birds coming at us, guys. They think we've got food. Come on, little birdies.
Look at all the ducks. They're all coming now.
Well, good morning, little duckies. Look at that, they call it a K, just like they do in Switzerland. Like in Switzerland, they call the waterfront the K. And so there you go, the K side. Were they French? Look at, oh my gosh, they would have had lots of flooding. Look at that. Holy. Nothing was made out of stone here either. So like, you know, in most old cities, you got like the stone buildings and such. Here it was all made out of wood, so nothing really lasted. So there's not really many old buildings, except for these 2 old buildings right here.
Another building.
Oh, you're a human being.
I'm a building.
Shiver me timbers. Look at what it says. It says the wild seas of the west coast and a treacherous port entrance were responsible for many shipwrecks in the early days. Surprisingly, parts of the old ships still wash up on local beaches today.
What?
And we're going to the local beach. Let's go see if we find some old shipwrecks. Let's go.
We got some delicious fish and chips and burgers. Let's go.
That'd be good for later tonight, but we're not gonna be here. Apparently they have really good fish and chips. This is Sunset Point too, you guys. This is where you come and enjoy the most beautiful sunsets.
Water at this height?
I don't know. So this is the riverbed. They used to have like
Anchors.
ship to ship, and this is where they would have tied up all the anchors, yeah? Or anchored all the boats.
Very
The water's
interesting.
so low.
The water's low right
Maybe it
now.
was higher back then. Oh look, that's the ocean.
Yep, that's where they came in.
Emptied out my soul. You've heard it all before. Honest, but I know.
Oh, look at that.
Left these.
So a lot of driftwood comes up along the shore and then they make like art out of it.
Yeah, look at some of the art over there in the distance. Isn't that cool? Like little sculptures. Oh, wow, you guys, look at how pretty it is.
What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to
Well, if you come here, definitely don't miss this beach walk, because this is absolutely beautiful. And with the sun coming out, it feels so warm on the skin. And it's just like such a beautiful place to be. Look at that, girls. Look at that. This is the sign, Hokitika sign. And a chair. Is it a really comfy chair? Try it. Hokitika. How cool is that? It's a book bench in front of a bookstore, and then people seats.
We're having some peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and I think it's about a 10-15 minute walk to get there.
So this part of New Zealand gets the most rain because of the mountain range. The rain comes in, or the clouds, and then basically gets stuck. So we came on a really nice day on purpose. We really timed the weather out because if not, you're likely to get rain when you're here. So bring your umbrella. I think they get like 12 meters of rain per year, which is quite a bit. They even have these umbrella trees. So if it's raining, you stand under the umbrella. Don't think it would work. Oh. That would be in a lightning storm, but what if it's just a rainstorm? See something. So you can see it right over there. That's where we're going, where the bridge is.
Oh, yeah,
And that's the gorge.
that is where we're going.
I'm starting to see the water down below, and it's like a blue like you've never seen before. Maximum bridge loading 6 people or 1,000 kilos. I think we're good. Oh, it's really shaky. That. Wow, look at that. It's a cool color, eh guys?
Yeah. There's like sand at the bottom.
Yeah. There's the girls. Would it be nice in the summertime, you think? Wow.
It would be really nice if you went swimming, you know? But it's too cold to do that right now. You have to put it. There you are.
I forgot the reason why those birds come right up to you so close like that is because they're eating all the sandflies that fly around you. So as soon as you move, they come like right up to you. So they seem like super friendly, but they're just hungry. So we were just like going along the road at a good speed and woo, cows in the middle of the road. I guess that happens here. Now we caught cows fighting. Look at that, there's 3 of them. I've never seen that before.
The one that the brown cow's trying to stop them. Whereabouts? I can't see them.
The other one's like...
In their butts.
So the lady at the tourism office this morning said to come check out this beautiful lake. So it's not too far away from the gorge. The road is a little crazy though because it's like for only 1 car. It's a dirt road, as you just saw in the video. But it's just beautiful. So we came all along there. And not sure how big the lake is, but good drive, and you can do some nice walks. And I also saw some people riding their bikes, so we just stopped over to show you the views. So apparently we took the back road to get in because this road's like 2 lanes and paved, so much different than the one we came on from the other side of the lake. Just FYI, if you're here and you want to do the same drive we just did.
But if you want to see cows crossing your path,
yeah, take the scenic route.
Take the scenic route.
So we just pulled over on the side of the road to show you this little village. This is called Shantytown. And basically it's an old village that has a little train. I think it's already closed, but you can go in there and I guess have the experience of being in the old New Zealand like it was back in the day.
So right now we are visiting a town called Greymouth. And what's funny is there's not very many people that live on the west coast. So the population here is 15,000 people, but it's half the population of the west coast.
Well, doesn't that look like a Mary Poppins bank?
Yes, it does. Huh?
All the towns kind of end up looking the same here because they have the same style of the gold rush. What you guys found?
Applesauce,
Crisscross applesauce. Woohoo!
I don't even It feels like, you know, those fast roller coasters that like shoot out at you? Ready, Mom? It's so weird. His face. I'm near right. I'm near right. I'm near right. I'm near right.
Don't get car sick because we got a long drive ahead of us. Established in 1873, Waitaki House. What do you think they did there, Angelique?
Not sure, but you can see the rooms upstairs, which
I think maybe it's an old hotel or something.
look. Yeah. It's got whatever you call those people who stay in the houses without being allowed.
Squatters?
Yeah.
You think that's a squatter's place now? Looks like it. Look at the curtains.
Look at the walls.
Oh, maybe it's haunted.
And this graffiti. I don't think it's haunted.
Look at, there's another one. The Revingston Hotel.
The graffiti inside?
Yeah. Those are all squatting
the
buildings.
One stays here. In Greymouth will be the smallest. Elizabeth II stayed there in 1954.
At this hotel?
New Zealand, yeah.
At this hotel?
Yeah, Revington's Hotel.
Can you guys believe that? The Queen of England stayed in this beautiful hotel. It was so luscious, and now look at it.
1954.
1954, not too long
now
ago.
It's a victim of vandals and squatters.
So like, what's there?
Blanchfield's Bakery and a law office.
Well, if it's since 1892, what do you think it tastes like? Do you think it tastes old-fashioned? Do you think they still make the same kind of old-fashioned
Buy a
coffee?
pastry from
make the same recipe.
1892. It would be very moldy.
I wonder if they made mince pies back then. Like, that's what we ate today.
There's a Duke hostel, but it's a really nice hostel.
Ooh, and it's a purple one. This hostel, it looks like it belongs in Central America, not New Zealand, with the purple colors. I think this is like one of the only towns that we've been to that has the old-fashioned buildings like this one up here, this hardware store, but that still looks so old. Like, they don't look, you know, like the other ones, they look old, but they're kind of like maintained, and these ones are just old. All of them. So no other country in the world have I ever experienced and seen so many people that live inside their vans and their camper vans, because it is really a country for that. They're great outdoors and enjoying and everything. But this one is absolutely unique because this is his house. You can see here's his bed, and that I think is his closet. So literally he sleeps in this car. Isn't that wild? And you see that over and over and over and over again. They're really mean. So apparently, Angelique thinks that's a coffin. And it says maximum load one person. So
That's
Tyler,
where his wife sleeps.
yeah, that's what Tyler just said. That's where his wife
You
sleeps.
guys are so mean. He's
Exactly.
probably gonna watch this video, or she.
So mean. So mean. It's his mother-in-law who sleeps in there. That's even more mean. So the bathrooms in New Zealand are really funny. So you press this lock button. It locks for 5 minutes. But then what's crazy is this loud music comes on, right? And then everything's like automated. So you press the button.
Door closed. Please press button to lock.
Toilet paper comes down.
Door locked.
Door
Your
locked.
maximum use time is 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Press button to
Oh,
unlock
I
door.
thought it was 5 minutes. Is that every single bridge you go over is always a one-lane bridge. So I've never seen that in other countries before, where it's only one lane.
I set out on a road that I built with my own two hands. I met friends on the way, people chosen to make a stand. I felt strong in the sun as I walked onto pastures green. Saw forgiveness together as spaces in between.
I'll show you the Punakaki Loop Trail. I'm not sure what it is.
The name of it's called Paparoa.
The Paparoa Trail. So it's a good 20-minute walk in. We're just going to quickly, briefly show you because we do have a 4-hour drive ahead of us to where we're going to stay tonight. So this is the entrance to the trail. So you follow a whole river. It's another river gorge that goes all along this beautiful trail here. And then there's a hut. It showed, 20K away, there's a hut.
Basically,
So yeah, one of our friends, that's what he did. So he came and like just walked all the way in, 20K, and then walked back. So it makes for like a nice hike. So you don't have to do like a whole big walk if you're not into like super, super big walks. You could just go in, stay the night, come back, and still experience the trails. Look at that, the moon's out already. And the sun's setting over there in a distance. Look at this. Purarari River. Danger, please keep to track. The riverbed looks quite low.
Really low.
It's a nice little trek though, eh?
There's the water here.
Yeah, look at that. That looks so pretty. Of course, another magical scene here in New Zealand.
Thanks so much for watching our tour of the West Coast.
Please subscribe and give us a big thumbs up. And comment down below where you're watching from. We'd love to know. See you next time. Bye!